All right, Inez. Inez, where'd you grow up? Where are you from?
Ballin Park, Los Angeles. I'm from Los Angeles.
Okay.
Born and raised in LA.
And tell me about your family. You had mom and dad?
I have a mom and dad. My dad grew up here in LA, and then my mom, she grew up in LA too.
How would you describe your childhood?
It was cool. You know what I mean? My mom, she kicked me out when I was really little. I was like 10 years old when she kicked me out the first time. And I was all scared. I was like, but after that, I was like, oh, no, I got this. You know what I mean? So anyway, she's coming from Kansas to come pick me up probably. She thinks that I don't have nothing going on for me and stuff like that out here and stuff like, you know what I mean? That I'm like, but I'm really not, you know what I mean? It really gets to me that she does that because it'll ruin my mood and it'll send me off track, and I don't know how to get away from that. You know what I mean?
You're happy down here in Skid Row?
Yeah.
You don't want to leave?
No.
Your mom would take you into her house and probably...
She has already. Imagine that. She has for 5 months already.
Oh, you went back to Kansas?
For 5 months. I was gone for 5 months. I was in her home, but I was still gone for 5 months in Kansas, 3 days away.
How'd you like that? Break from Skid
It was
Row?
wonderful. I slept the whole time that I was there. Literally, I slept the whole time that I was there.
And you weren't using?
No, I was using only weed and dope. I was not doing nothing with nobody. I was in a relationship, and I was like, it wasn't in a relationship. I was just staying at home taking care of my mom.
But when you say weed and dope,
I would just smoke with a little bit of weed, and I would smoke a little bit of dope. Just a few hits here.
Meth?
Crystal meth, And I smoke a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit here, a little bit there. And then after that, yeah, I did. It just took off from there. It was like all kinds of, my mom, like, you know what I mean? Like every time she like says something to me, like it'll just direct my path, and I'm like, oh my God, the same word will stick in my head sometimes. But I'm doing fine now. You know what I mean? Like now that I'm surrounded by stuff that can like help me and better my life, you know what I mean? Like I know there's just a few shopping centers, you know what I mean? But I like it out here.
Where are you staying now?
I'm staying on the streets right now. I'm from place to place, from friend's house to friend's house every day. Like I'm walking around, you know?
What is your drug now?
I just smoke dope.
Crystal meth. How do you make money?
I get welfare, and my friends take care of me, the friends that I'm around. Yeah.
You don't have to do anything like sexual favors or anything like that?
No, no.
Because a girl like you on Skid Row is going to get approached all the time.
Yeah,
It's great that you can stay away from that.
Yeah.
Do you have any friends here?
I wouldn't know. I don't, yeah, I'm not just like people like him, you know, like people like you. I don't really kick it with nobody at all.
Just kind of acquaintances on the street.
Yeah,
How old are you?
I'm 31. I'll be 32 on September 23rd.
Do you have kids?
I have 2 daughters, and I was just on my way to go get them back like a few days ago, and I ended up getting lost in the mountains and stuff like that, and I was like, ended up coming back down this way, and I was like, I didn't make it to where they were at though. So I was on my way to go get them, and I was like, I ended up turning around and coming back instead of going and getting them. So I was gonna go get them and come back and start a life over here, but I didn't end up making it to my mom's house or to my sister's house. I ended up turning our car around and coming back this way because me and my cousin, we like to escort, you know what I mean? Like we like to party out here in LA, so every night we're going out here and we party out all night long, no matter what it is, you know? So we've been like that since we were 17, since we were like 21, 24. We think we first came out here when I was 24.
When did you start smoking crystal meth?
When I was 15. Yeah. It was with my mom's, one of my friend's brothers, my girlfriend's brother. I started smoking dope with her brother.
How much do you spend on crystal meth a day?
Oh, I go through a lot. I go through a lot of dope a day. I'm so like anybody's dope that's around them, and I like come in contact with them. I'm like, oh, dog, that's my dope right there. Like I don't smoke all their dope, and then I'll leave. I'm okay though. I stopped for a little while.
Do you sleep anywhere, or do you just stay up all night?
It depends what my mood is like. You know what I mean? Like it depends how I'm feeling that day, or like if the weather is. It just depends. You know what I mean? But I lash out, so I tend to like keep myself closed in. Rather than to be like out in the open, I tend to keep myself closed in to where like you feel like you belong in a box instead of outside, like walking amongst like you know that you belong outside, but you feel like you belong literally in a box.
Do you feel at home here on the streets?
When I'm around people, yeah, maybe, but not when I'm not around people, nah. And I could be around the same people, and I'm like, nah, it's not working.
Why did your mom kick you out at 10 years old?
Because I was already having sex already and stuff like that. So she found out, and she was mad. She got mad at me, and she's like, just get out of my house. And I was like, the only words I was like, I started crying. I was like, oh my God, let me fly against the wall. But I knew, like, right after that, my sister, she ended up losing her kids, and she joined a program to where she had to get her kids back. Sponsor. So she came to sponsor. Her sponsor came to bring her out here to LA to the Fifth in San Pedro. And I was little too. I was like, she came to give away her clothes. And I go, man, this is at Fifth in San Pedro right there in San Julian. And I was like, man, this is where I'm going to come to when I get a little bit older. I was like, I'm going to come to all these foods right here. I was like, and all of them were black and Mexican and mixed and important. And where are they from? Whatever they are. And I was like, I can't wait to come here when I get older. You know what I mean? And sure enough, I came out here when I got older. I got a little bit older, and I was like, hit 17. I had my first baby, and I was like, hit 21. And I said, oh, I'm going out there to LA. And I came out here, and I never left. Me and my cousin used to come out here. Like, I used to like make it to like Monrovia. My cousin got older, and we were like, fuck that. As soon as we hit like not even our teenage years, we waited till we got a little bit older. And because my cousin, her name's Jessica, she's an escort. She's pregnant now. But yeah, I'm not pregnant. I still haven't got pregnant. You know, not out here being out here now. As many times as I've been with people, I still haven't got pregnant. So I'm doing really good.
So you're doing it without a condom?
Yeah, I am. Even if I wasn't, I still haven't gotten pregnant. I've been out here for a while. You know what I mean? So, yeah. But yeah.
Do you talk to your kids a lot?
You know what? No, I haven't talked to my daughter. I'm not mad, nothing wrong with her, but I mean, I like, want them, I don't know how to go about going and getting them back. You know what I mean? Like, I would rather ponder them off on somebody rather than to go take care of them. Like, okay, like if the welfare office had like a program just for kids, I would have them go pick up my kids rather than me to go pick up my kids to go take them somewhere. You know what I mean? And then them take them to school and then drop them off at home. You know what I mean? To take them, watch them and stuff like that. It's just a thing that I enjoy rather than to go be right there by my kids. You know what I mean? So
you're comfortable here?
Yeah.
You want to just stay here and let someone else raise your kids?
Yeah. Yeah.
How old are your?
One is 11, and then the other one is 5 or 6. I'm not too sure what their ages are. You want to know why? Because I haven't been in their lives since they were little. I haven't been in their lives for a while.
So you were having sex at a very early age.
Mm-hmm. I was like 6 years old. I think 6 years old. 6 or a little bit. I think that they had me, like, you mean experience it when I was 6. I think she told me. And then when I got older enough to understand, my boyfriend was 13 already. He was already 13, and I was like already older a little bit. And I was already like in 5th or 6th grade, I think.
So who are you having sex with at 6 years old?
And his name's Green Eyes. He did that. Yeah. So I was having, my mom's boyfriend raped me when I was a little girl. So that's what had happened. What I did was I was just like, well, my sister always had older friends, so I always looked to my sister, and my sister was like, you know what? I would just look to her, like her height level. And I would be like, okay, well, they look like the same height. Okay, I'm going to go run to that person and go cuddle under that person rather than to go cuddle under my mom's boyfriend because of the way he is with me. So, yeah, that's what happened there.
You ever been in love?
I'm in love now. I'm in love now with Los Angeles. I'm in love now I'm in love with here. Yeah.
What kind of emotions do you go through living down here?
Man, it's like being pregnant. It's like being pregnant. Seriously, that's the only thing I can experience. I can say about the emotions you go through. I can't explain it though.
You get depressed or angry or?
I get angry. I get really angry. But I'm like, I would want you to I'm angry because I'm only wanting you to talk to me other than anything else. You know what I mean? Like I'm begging you to talk to me rather than not talk to me. You know what I mean? That's about it though.
What are you afraid of?
I think overdosing. of overdosing. That's what I'm afraid of.
On like fentanyl or something like that?
Anything that I think could come to my mind. You know what I mean? Anything. That's what I'm afraid of.
Do you experiment with other drugs too?
No. So far, no.
You stick with crystal meth.
Yeah, well, that's what I enjoy most, because once I get to another point and then mixes up, I tend to be very outspoken when I say things, and I'm like, oh no, even I don't like being like that, so I don't like to mix drugs. I won't mix them. It's not a good thing to do.
Is your dad in your life?
You know what, my dad, his name is Jeff Mr. I don't no idea where he is at. I know he's from a Florida's game, but I really don't talk to him. I don't see him. He doesn't come see me. He hasn't seen me since I was a little kid. Like me, I come around here and I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, what's up? I've been around here I know these people since I was like in kindergarten, you know what I mean? Like crying on my teacher's lap, you know what I mean? Like me coming into the room with my mom, then me, my mom and stuff like that. But I've known these people for a while, and a lot of them are older than me now. So like, yeah.
So you saw Skid Row as a young girl.
Yeah,
And there's something about it.
Yeah, but that's like a lot of the people that I kick it with, they're all dead. There are a lot of people that I kicked it with,
There's something you saw here that you responded to.
Yeah, they're not alive no more. You know what I mean? So I've kicked it with the people that are here now. That's their brothers or their sisters or like their family members or some sort of friendish friend of a friend that they were together. But all my homeboys are dead.
I understand.
Yeah.
But there was something about Skid Row that you saw as a young girl.
Yeah, no, I did. I liked it out here.
Made you say, I want to be here one day. What was it?
I don't know. I think it was just the people. I was just staring off into the like staring something, and I was like, oh wow, this is where I want to live at when I grow older.
Did you have dreams of doing anything as a kid?
No.
If you had your life to live all over again, is there anything you would have wished was different or done differently?
Let me see. No.
Where would you like to be in 5 years?
Let me think. Wherever you want to see me. I don't know what else to say.
You're content to stay here, it sounds like.
Yeah, I am. Mm-hmm.
What was your favorite memory as a kid?
Playing in the playground. Playing in the playground in the grass, and then the little setup that my mom had. It was really nice.
I know Skid Row is not all perfect.
No, it's not.
What are the roughest parts of living down here?
It's not, but when you're tired, and you know what I mean, and you're tired, you're very tired, you know what I mean, like sends you through like a ricochet of things, so you can't seem to get it together at the time, you know what I mean, and you got to come to whatever grips of whatever is in the room that you're in, to where you're like, okay, this is what I have to do, and this is what I'm going to come up on, you know what I mean, like rather than to not come up on nothing, you know. So that's the state of mind that I have, other than the one that I'm usually get when I'm high or something, you know what I mean. So
what's the worst thing that's happened to you down here?
Actually getting raped, taken in the mountains and raped, and having to walk back. That's the worst thing that ever happened to me. Other than that, it's like, and sleeping with the guy that I didn't want to sleep with. So sleeping with the guy that took me, that was ready to rape me. It was like, you know what I mean? Like, that's the worst thing that's ever happened to me. And I was like, oh my God, I was so upset. I was like, it's okay though. You know what I mean? Like, things get up. The things you can look up on, you know what I mean? Like, rather than to sit right there and act like you're not having fun the whole time you're doing something, you know?
How do you think living on Skid Row for so long has changed you?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to answer that. I don't know.
You've been down here so long, you don't even...
I wouldn't answer it. I don't think I would answer it, yeah.
And Inez, what would you say is the most important lesson you've learned in your life?
I'm not sure.
Okay. All right. Inez, thank you so much for sharing your story.
Thank you.
I love your hair.
Thanks.
Thanks.